So do I just go to the page and I can just watch it on our page?
We are live. We are live. This is the ReVerb Experiment Podcast.
Yo.
G_focus is on the mic.
Focus.
To his left, we have the beautiful Steph.net. To her left, we have the very impressionable, always present Raggio.
Watch me go viral again.
And to his left, we have the famous Photo B.
Oh, I'm famous, y'all. They know me.
So this is the first time that we're going YouTube live. We are going to start doing these every other Saturday for our episodes. Today, for our episode number 23, we are going to be talking about Derek Jackson because everybody knows that has been being spread around and going viral over the whole internet. But for the live, we're going to do something special just for our YouTube fans. We are going to talk about Lil Nas X and his new song, Montero. Montero?
Yes,
Montero. So, his video sparked some controversy. So, the Christians are mad.
Yeah.
The Satanists aren't.
The Satanists are confused a little bit, I think.
But they did confirm that it is a satanic video.
So in the video, basically Lil Nas X starts off as an angel. He falls and then he goes to hell via a stripper pole. Mm-hmm. And then dances and gives Satan a lap dance. And
we're having technical difficulties right now.
Okay, are we live?
We can't hear you at all.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, shut down a lot. Well, let's start up. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down, down.
Oh, give her a record deal.
So you guys aren't getting audio at all?
Shut it down.
Everything's all plugged in? Were you guys getting audio before?
That's why I be telling people they don't know what goes on behind the scenes, man. They don't understand. That's why when people be thinking it's easy to start
going live is a little different than
to start a platform and do all the shit that these
check the
different
volume
platforms
on
be
the
doing.
Sorry. Yes, we did turn it up and it's still going, but it's going through. We can hear audio, so just continue. Sorry.
Wait, so we're live looking like this?
Unfortunately.
Anyway, y'all see what it's like behind the scenes, all right?
Man.
That's pretty much what it is,
They don't
okay?
know.
Let me open my YouTube. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Hey, so we're good. So we're gonna go back
Are you
over
looking
it.
at yourself?
We're
You
gonna
know
go.
she is.
No, I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah, we're on live. All right, look. So we had some technical difficulties, but we back. This is G_focus. We got Steph.net. We got Raggio. And we got Photo B in the building.
Yeah, we're back.
So we're going to just get right to it because y'all, whoever's listening or on there, we're going to just get right to it. If you follow the page, just like it, please, comment, and we will read some of the comments. We will answer some of the questions. But we want to talk today about Lil Nas X. And the question that we're answering is he a Satanist
Or is he trolling?
Now,
Let's just take a quick vote, just see where everybody stand.
He's a Satanist. I'm a Satan.
I don't think he's a Satanist, but I think that his trolling was misguided.
I feel like
Trolling.
I feel like you have to answer the question according to how it was asked.
I did.
I don't really feel like he's a. I don't
Okay.
feel like he's a Satanist either, but I do feel like he did do a lot of demonic shit.
He's trolling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's trolling.
Photo
I'll answer
B?
the
Oh yeah, he's absolutely trolling. He's absolutely trolling. This is
Yeah.
definitely for the views. It's definitely for the marketing. It's working.
And it's definitely for the devil.
But do you
Stop
think
playing.
well, you said it's misguided, so
I think that there was other ways to do it.
Like what? How else are you gonna depict the devil?
Well, you didn't have to depict the devil. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna troll the right, it's not hard to troll conservative people. Like
That is
All
true.
you got to do is do something that opposes what their views are. That's it.
this is at the furthest that you could go though. So
Yeah.
I mean, if he did it,
Yeah.
he did it with a bang.
Well, and let's talk about it. So for the people that haven't seen the video, it is basically a video of a fallen angel going to hell via stripper pole and giving the devil a lap dance, killing the devil, then becoming the devil himself.
A lap dance.
So
Dethroning the devil.
dethroning the devil and
That
becoming
nigga
the devil
rolled the
himself.
pole of eternity. if there ever was a pole that a nigga wanted to ride.
Yes. So with that,
You said the forever pole.
you know,
Forever pole.
there were some people that were saying, and I think it's important that we read the statement, right?
Yeah,
So that way
yeah.
we know what his intention is,
Yeah.
because we don't want to put his intention.
Well,
We don't want to misrepresent what he intended on doing on the video.
Right.
So let's read his statement, because I think it's fair to give him his side of the story.
He said, as someone who didn't come out even to myself until I was just about grown, I'm so proud of you. Right? And then, so I guess he was coming out saying, yo, this is who I really am. And then I mean, the troll was perfect, right?
Is that all the statement?
Yeah, say the whole statement.
Oh, let me find
Don't
the whole
paraphrase.
thing. Let me find the whole
He
thing.
said, "Don't paraphrase."
Let me get on, I gotta get on Twitter.
Why
Huh?
can't I share this?
What you looking for? Me on Twitter?
Yeah. What you looking at right now?
You got
I'm
it?
related.
Do we got it?
Nah, I thought that was the whole thing. Hold on.
All right, I'll read it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, you.
Okay,
Yeah,
bet.
because it was on Twitter. All right,
Oh, he
so
was already on
dear
Twitter.
14-year-old Monterio, I write a song with our name. It is about a guy I met last summer. I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with the secret, but this will be open doors for many other queer people to simply exist. You see, this is very scary for me. People will be angry. They will say that I'm pushing an agenda, but the truth is I am the agenda to make people stay the fuck out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be. Sending you love from the future. And then there's an arrow and a heart.
Lil Nas X.
That's the statement from Lil Nas X about the song.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I do too. When
I
it
do
comes to-
too.
when it
I
co-
support that.
But
yeah,
like,
when it comes
but
to like,
I feel like you can be whatever you want to be. I feel like you can. But as Focus said earlier, there's other ways that you could have done that without it seeming
But
so
why?
extreme.
Because I feel like you could express your message however you want to as well too.
After watching the video, did you get that message from that video?
Fuck no.
Let
Was
me
it
think.
necessary to do that in order
Well,
for him
no,
to
no.
transcribe
Let's even just let's not even talk about was it necessary. When you are communicating, you have to get your message across. That's my point
Okay.
of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so let's pretend we didn't even hear that
Without the
statement.
context.
Without the statement, did you get that from that video? My answer is no.
My answer is fuck no.
You would have to do a lot of twisting and
A lot of pride.
and you would have to do a lot of speculating to get that from that video.
Right.
For me, what I got from the video when I first watched it was you saying you go to hell. Like, you know, basically. Because they started off with him in the garden and the snake or whatever. And he was, you know, hypnotized by the snake or whatever. And then from there, he goes to hell.
there was a part in between that to where he was being judged.
He was getting
Yeah, he was being
robbed-
judged.
being
Right,
judged.
right. Where he
on
gets
that.
judged and he
was
go to
getting
hell.
judged and-
So I did
amongst
get the message. I didn't necessarily get the because you're gay, but I'm just saying like the condemnation. I did get that from the video.
Yeah, but if you're looking at it like that, if what he's saying in what he's saying in the letter, it doesn't transcribe to the video. I do understand that you're saying the condemnation and be able to live whatever you want, but it in that video, if you watch that video without the song and without him saying that, you wouldn't think it was that.
I mean,
I like I said, I took it as the extreme of you seeing you go to hell. Like nobody really gives you that room for redemption or that room to.
This clearly wasn't a redemptive video.
I know it wasn't, but I'm saying Christians don't give you no redemption. Like you saying they condemning you to hell. Period.
If I was watching
Majority of the time.
if I was watching this,
Unless you sin the way that they do.
if I was watching this,
Whoa.
to me, it looked like
Yeah.
it just looked like the story of Satan falling from heaven, right after the war in heaven, and I could totally see that because the video was absolutely the research was nice.
It was done. It was a very well done video.
The video
let's
the
first
research
give him
was
that.
well done.
Let's give
right?
him that.
So I'm not gonna say that he didn't do his job in the video and creating a storyline that was relatable that we all know and artistically the visual is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But going back to the original question, no, I cannot tell that this is a video that goes hand in hand with what he's saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
But it makes you ask questions though, because I know for me, I was just kind of like, wow. So it made me want to be like, what he really, you know? Because I knew for a fact when you watch it, there's no way that you can be like, there's a deeper meaning behind this or whatever. Like,
right.
So you're gonna want to figure it out. But for me, what I took just initially was the way that you sin, people just automatically condemn you to hell.
Yeah,
and that's that.
I think everybody will take something different from the video just based on your perception. What more or less confused me was the video was the video. Facts. But then right after that, then you drop shoes that have Luke 10:18 on them.
Yep.
That has the it has the pentagram on it,
and the 666.
And in the shoebox itself, it has more demonic imagery.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to just try to make a statement to create dialogue because it's going to, you know, like you said, cause people to open up and have a dialogue. But then it's another thing for you to then double down on that with more demonic stuff. Mm-hmm. So now, to me, if your message was what you said in that statement, which is about being safe to be able to come out and
the
be
shoes
yourself,
and stuff are unnecessary.
then my thing of it is, then why are you double downing on the demonics part of it? If you're trying to troll Christians, then just say that. If you're mad because Christians have been coming for you, then just say that. But don't mix it with the other message, because now your message is starting to get watered down, because now all we're seeing, or what we're talking about, we're more talking about you being demonic than you talking about you being able to be safe,
and then
to
being
be
able to
come
live,
out.
then being able to live in the LGBT or whatever lifestyle you choose and be safe.
Right.
That, to me, this video doesn't render that. And then with the verse says, and he saith unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Mm-hmm. Bro, that has nothing to do with you wanting to have safety and be able to live your life and do all those things. The message, so like you said, the messaging to me is off, and I think that's why a lot of people are upset. I have people that are I talk to some of my lesbian friends, right, and they're like, "Yo, this shit is way too demonic for us." Right, so it's not one of those opinions that I'm just forming because I'm not a part of the LGBTQ, right? But if other people that are a part of that say the same thing, you know, then obviously they're missing his point as well,
right?
You know what I mean? And then you had the Satanists come out and say that it's definitely a satanic video. They said he did his research, right? That was a quote directly from them, right?
Well, they said that they believe that they're the most powerful beings, so dethroning Satan was definitely satanic. Like, that does align with their views. But from his statement was saying that he was dethroning judgment.
See, and even with that,
well,
I can see where he's going.
Well, he said it says, with the dethroning of Satan, it's a means of dismantling the throne of judgment and punishment that has kept many of us from embracing our true selves out of fear.
Is that judgment from Satan or judgment from God?
Judgment from people. That's what I'm assuming.
Well, so I'm just okay. So I'm one. I guess because I am one of those people who understand and I read the Bible. If you're dethroning something, I feel like you should dethrone God and not dethrone Satan.
Oh man, can you imagine if he would have did that?
You know what I'm saying? But for just in context of what
I know what
saying,
you're saying. But can you imagine if he would have lap dance on God?
Oh, but I'm
God.
But I'm just saying though, like if that is in fact what he was saying,
no, I know.
Then it should have been.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I
don't think that's where his message was trying to go.
I think what he was trying to say, and I got to get myself out of my own brain. What he was trying to say was, when you get punished, you go to hell.
I understand that, but what?
And the tool that is used for punishment is Satan. So instead of you using that to subdue me, I'm going to take control over the very thing that you're using to punish me.
I understand.
And now I'm going to be that you think that I should be punished by. So I get it,
but
I wouldn't do it. But that's
exactly. I wouldn't do it either.
What do you got to say? Because you hella quiet. He's got his think finger on.
I think he's taking it all in.
Pretty much.
It's a lot.
It's definitely a lot.
First off, let's ask the original question because you didn't answer it. Is
No.
this video?
He did.
Oh, he did.
He said that he was trolling.
Oh
He
no
said
no no no
trolling.
no.
Not
The
that
next question. Is the message that he's conveying to you? Does the video convey what his intentions were verbally to you, as far as being able to live free and be safe and be able to be what you want to be? Does this video convey that to you?
I will have first off, I will probably have to watch it again with the thought process of what he said and actually pay attention to what's going on in the video. Because the biggest thing really was the fact that he got judged, right, amongst himself, amongst his peers, right, and then he was actually being called upon to go to heaven.
Right. That's the part that I
Right.
was like, he
Wait.
was descending up to heaven.
Going up. He was going up.
And
then he
then-
grabbed the pole and went down.
And in the poll, yeah.
So my perception on that was he wasn't going to be himself.
In order to get to heaven.
To stay,
He-
okay.
Like he has to change who he is to be accepted. He's like, nah, I don't want to change who I am if I have to be. If that's the way I got to be accepted, fuck y'all.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I saw.
peeped that part, but then I kind of was just like, so he was going to heaven,
But
but he chose the pole.
Because think about it. But here's the thing. But check
I
out,
really,
check
I put that together.
this out. Y'all remember the dude who was like, I am delivered. I ain't
Yeah.
gay no more.
Right.
That motherfucker's still gay.
Yeah, we know that.
100%. 100%. You can't. He can't deny that shit. He still talk the same way. He don't like women. We know he like men.
He
I
still,
like
He did not change that shit.
You could, yeah.
You did not change that shit. He changed that shit to be accepted. But we still know.
yeah.
We still know,
Bro, that
He's still
right.
doing what he
Watching
doing.
this video though, you got all that watching the video without the
Well, he
context. of
just
what
said
was saying?
it.
No, without what Lil Nas said verbally. That's what you got.
Even before I read that, yes.
With the going to heaven,
With
and
the
then
going to heaven and coming back down, yes. Because he was being called upon.
Yeah.
It's not like they were like, nah, you're not coming up here.
Yeah.
He was like,
well,
I'm changing my
the
mind.
people was judging him.
They
It looked
were.
like they wanted him, to go to hell, but he was still like, regardless of what y'all saying, but
Still
he,
going up.
He
It's like,
chose
nah,
to go
this-
down.
this-
There's a
this
lot
not
of
what I want.
there's a lot of messages in this video.
Well, you know what? I think the biggest issue that I have, and we'll talk about it, and we're gonna ask the people in the comments this question. I'm gonna ask the question to y'all as well. Do you think that this is could be harmful to his audience?
Not for long.
Okay, so hold
yes,
on,
but
and
not for long.
let me phrase that
Yeah.
because we all know how he started was he was kid friendly, correct? Do we all agree with that or no?
On the surface, yes.
On the surface,
I
okay.
don't think so.
What do you mean by on the surface?
I think his song
I
just was
think-
popular
I
with
think it was
kids. I don't
popular. Yeah,
necessarily
exactly.
think
That's
he
what I
was
mean.
trying to be kid friendly. I think his song was just popular with kids.
Well, when you go perform at elementary schools and take awards at Nick Jr. and all these other kid networks,
I mean, okay, wait.
Okay. Take that.
The Weeknd did the same thing. The Weeknd did the same thing.
Oh, really?
Remember, he was doing all his music. Y'all know, we know his type of music and shit, right? Was he marketing that shit to kids?
I don't know.
He was not.
okay, hold on.
When
But
the
they-
Weeknd-
what they was on the song.
Time
Hold
out.
on.
Okay, go ahead. You go first.
No, go ahead. Bro.
When the Weeknd first came out, you knew that he was about what he was about.
Right.
Well, kids didn't.
No, but we all the adults knew. We all glass table girls, House of Balloons, all those.
Was the Weeknd performing at elementary schools?
I don't recall. I don't think so.
No.
So what are we saying? I'm not.
Okay,
I'm-
wait.
Wait,
Okay, I'm,
the Weeknd could never get an elementary school bid because every single one of his songs back when he first came out was clearly about cocaine.
but he still won a Teen Choice Award on Nickelodeon.
I'll give you that. But he wasn't going to elementary schools. Is his point.
Teen or kids?
Right,
choice?
because his music wasn't going for kids.
Kids, bro, teenagers and kids are two different demographics, fam.
But I'm just, okay, I'm talking about, okay,
I
for
was
the music.
listening to
For,
Peaches and Cream in middle school.
Facts, right? Teenagers and kids are a different demographic. They're not gonna be doing the anti-drug campaign in elementary school and then have the Weeknd coming in talking about this glass table supposed to get me 12 feet high. It doesn't
I think
fucking make
okay. I
sense.
think Rob is right. He was marketed to kids, whether that was his intention or not. He did go with that wave.
and you know what? And let me be clear. It may not have been it may not have been his intention. We all have to recognize that he has a machine that's behind him.
That's true.
Right.
So
That's
it
what I'm
might
saying. The
so it might have
marketing.
been the machine marketing him.
All I
Yeah.
know is the other day I heard a unicorn playing Old Town Road, a child's toy. a unicorn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Old Town Road,
the
yeah,
weekend,
it did.
The Weeknd is never gonna be in a unicorn talking about glass table
Right.
girls.
So you
know
right.
what I'm saying?
So
It's not
because
gonna
I know that was a question that we had with Cardi B, because
Yep.
there was a whole thing of, oh, why are you
Yep.
guys marketing this to children? Where
Yep.
she was,
Never.
well,
Never marketed.
not that I can remember that she was ever marketed.
She was
to
on
children.
Love and Hip Hop.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
not for
She was-
kids.
That's not for kids at
So-
all.
That's where she started.
We all know where this conversation is going to go. Is, again, and I'm not saying because everybody has a different religion, everybody has a different belief, everybody has different thoughts. So I'm not saying for all children across the globe, but what I'm saying is, could this be damaging to his audience that got him to where he's at? That kind of a video, if at first he was marketed, whether he wanted to or not, to children.
I feel like it's twofold, bro. I feel like you said, I think that it's twofold. I think that for the audience that enjoys that kind of music and what he's doing and they stand with Lil Nas, I think it's going to increase over there. But I do think there's going to be a lot of revelation from parents and people who didn't know what Lil Nas stood for exactly. Because it's one thing to tweet something, it's another thing to put it in a song, right? Because the song is how you market. All the subliminal messages in the grocery stores, they put it all in the music. All the messages they hit in the music.
And let me be clear for the people that are watching on YouTube. We're not talking about acceptance as far as your sexual preference.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
We're talking about the demonic images. That's what I'm talking about, because obviously I think you should have those conversations with your children sooner than later, because your first conversation as far as sex should not come sex education,
not from Lil Nas or from anybody else.
Well, the conversation should not come from your PE teacher in sex education.
Facts. It should come from home.
It should come from home.
Facts.
So that's not where we're arguing.
I think
or Pornhub. That's where most people get their first sex ed from.
Or Pornhub.
I think it depends on the age. For me, a lot of times when it comes to music and videos, I just feel like sometimes kids are not really, like, we struggling to get the message.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just a message that they're not going to be able to, you know what I mean? So his core audience is not going to be able to watch this video and dissect it like we are, like, and understand what's going on.
But
so
their parents will, though. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
but
If you're a
just
parent,
on the surface, I mean, I think it's a pretty clear video.
No, absolutely. 1,000%. The message is, I mean, but
because I think the argument was we did not understand it without context. So
Right.
without context,
and even if
then
you
leave
give a
it up
kid
to your
context, they're
imagination.
not gonna understand. So it's kind of like he is, to me, straying from his core audience for sure. Because
hell yeah.
there's no
100%.
way that you put this out and
Hell
thought,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
I also think too that there is a narrative, an international narrative that you stay away from Satan, you stay away from the devil, you stay away from demonic things. So I think that it could possibly hurt his core. You know what I'm saying? I think that, go ahead.
No, so we got a
Faye
comment
Baby.
by Faye Baby. Oh, go ahead, Photo B.
Oh no, I was just saying.
Go ahead.
Reading the comments. Faye Baby said not the poll. Cali Ty 916 said Steph is so fine.
You know.
Yeah, she is, fam.
Hey.
Mark
Yeah, she
said
is.
definitely didn't get that from the video. Faye said going to heaven but chose the poll. And then last one she said, I think the portion that didn't know what he was about will fold. The others will continue to follow him.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Steph being fine.
Yeah. Yes.
You know.
Chocolate
You know, gotta do a little something.
Hey, can he see me touch you like this?
Oh, here we go. Don't be
some
pulling
shit.
the Justin LeBoy or Justin Combs. We gonna talk about that later. So,
That's hella funny.
so just around the room. So we all agree that he was trolling, except for Rajo. Rajo think that he's a Satanist, but you
No,
also believe that he's trolling.
I think
as
that
well.
he's trolling. I don't think his true nature is being a Satanist.
Right.
But I do think that he is. I think that he's deep into satanic ideas and demonic ideas right now, and views and perspectives.
I think.
Okay, when you say that, like which one, like specifically, like what do you mean?
Well,
Like
exactly what the Satanists said, dethroning Satan. They said it themselves, bro. How could you argue with the people that are
being
in
the most
religion?
powerful
Come
being.
on, bro. There's not even.
I
we don't even have
get
to
the
argue.
message, but it's kind of sad to me that it takes such extremes to get people having these conversations. And I feel like that's the sad thing about our generation, is that we complain about the fact that people are going to these extremes to get their message across, but it's like, we wasn't caring before. We wasn't, you know what I mean? So
I think
we do care.
no, I think that's a good comment to leave it on. That is sad that people have to feel like they have to go to these extremes to be hurt.
But let's keep it a buck. What if he doesn't think this is an extreme?
you never, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
He might
So
Well, to the general public, it is.
doesn't matter though. But if Lil Nas X doesn't feel like he's doing something extreme, then it is what it is.
But let's be honest. Do we think that do you think this was his idea?
No.
What?
No,
Okay.
I think he's a co-conspirator.
I don't think it was his idea.
What
Why
wasn't
not?
his idea?
Do you think the machine made him do it?
This video.
Do you think the
You
machine
don't think the
made
video
him do it?
was?
Nope.
Why not? He just put
Well,
out Satan shoes.
I mean,
What do you
well,
mean?
okay. So I think he might have been a co-conspirator.
I think he had some input. I don't think it was his original idea though.
It might not have been, but it definitely. I mean, it definitely worked with marketing. It definitely worked with the shock factor because
Hey, I
the
told
views
you,
are gonna
photo-
go up.
Definitely shock factor.
G Focus believes that all publicity is not good publicity.
It's not.
Yeah, okay, so we got think about it like now, right? Let's bring up cancel culture real quick, right? Cancel culture is bullshit because it doesn't last long, unless somebody really did some shit, right?
And we talked about that on episode 22.
So is
Go check
Derek
it out.
Jackson about to put out another book or no?
I give it about a few weeks, maybe a month,
He'll be okay.
2. He'll be all right. People be all right. Trust me. I mean, shit has been people going on little small shit here and there with people like, oh, we're gonna be doing like this. People have issues.
And for
'Cause think about
those
it.
that are listening, we're going to be talking about Derek Jackson in a minute. So make sure that you subscribe and like the video.
Because remember, people were tripping off of Doja, right? She's slowly coming back.
I have to
The
support
Doja's-
Doja Cat because the last single she had was from.
I'm going to tell
from
you
the-
why.
Hey,
Because
but-
we are
but-
not the
but-
consumers of music.
But Doja,
You said what?
Doja was her stuff was like kind of light, I think.
I didn't think
It was big. Now it is. It was big at the time.
It was kind of light to me at the time.
It was big to a lot of people.
anti-black.
I want to say I want to say big. It was like medium.
Anti-black
It wasn't
is
light,
trash.
like medium.
Okay, so hold on. So I think we're getting on a different subject. So we're talking about.
Is that an energy drink?
You were talking
Terrible
about him being canceled, right?
I don't think he's canceled. I
He's not
think
canceled.
he's getting a lot of support.
Well, okay,
No, he just won't be canceled.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying about cancel, but it's like just how big it is in the internet right now. About a week or two, I'm not gonna be talking like that.
About who?
Lil
Lil
Nas.
X.
I think so. I think
Think
this
so?
is a conversation that carries.
I think this is a rollout.
Yeah, this is
I
definitely
think
this is the beginning of a rollout.
This is the beginning of a rollout. So we're going to be talking about it for a minute.
for sure.
And ain't no telling what. I mean, we've seen the shoes drop, so there might be some other
There's
stuff
more
coming.
If there's
Might be some merch.
Yeah.
Look at that. There is definitely merch.
There
is merch.
will be
For
shirts
sure.
with 666 on it.
Oh, for sure.
There will be hats.
But let's just keep it a buck. Obey was already doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like Obey, their whole marketing plan was the inverted pentagram, and it was already that.
The way media works is that they are looking to one up each other on shock value. So this will not be the end of this conversation.
Because it's kind of like they're going with he's going with I'm gonna be what you say I am.
Yeah.
To troll you.
What'd you think? So sex. We at first it was like we were shocked when Little Kim did what she did. Then Nicki Minaj came. Then like there's an advancement.
Well, you
of
gotta
it.
trump the
So
last
now we're
person.
like, what else can we not see that has to do with sex? We've seen almost everything, right? So now with the,
I'm waiting for a live video porn.
most marketing is
Music-
they are
music
going
video
to try to
porn. I'm
find a
waiting.
pocket that is going to get the most
Oh, that's already been
dialogue,
done, just not by somebody big.
the most conversation, and this again will not be the end of this conversation. So for you guys that are on the live chat, if you guys can just comment for us and just let us know, what do you think? Is Mr. Lil Nas X trolling, or do you really think that he is dabbling in demonic forces?
I mean, it's clear.
Well, we gonna let them answer.
Nigga, we gon' see.
And then we gonna get on to our podcast, episode 23. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. If you are listening and you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like,
love the
and
name.
hit the alert so that way you can be alerted whenever we have a new episode. Now, if you want to listen to the audio, follow us on Apple Podcasts, follow us on Spotify. We will drop Monday morning
Anything
for
on
audio.
Buzzsprout.
The video, we will drop it on Wednesday, and we are going to be talking about Derek Jackson and his mistresses.
Plural.
Mistresses plural.
Plural.
Hey, he went from Mr. Derek Jackson, one woman man, and overnight he just had a whole herd of them. He had a school of women.
It's
a bustle of women.
mistresses.
He had a flock of women.
All right, so we
See,
thank y'all.
at least I say I'm like, all right, maybe I want to be poly and shit. Nah.
Not
I'm
Derrick
open with
Jackson.
that shit.
Not
Faye
Derrick
saying
Baby,
I'm more
shout out to
thinking
Faye Baby,
Not
shout out
Derrick
to
Jackson.
Marquetta, shout out to D-Lo, shout out to all the people that was listening and comments on y'all. We love y'all, we appreciate the support, and we are out, and we're gonna see y'all for episode number 23.
Marquita says both. She
Both.
thinks
He's
it's both.
satanic and trolling.
Yep.
Both.
And
He's a-
Faye Baby.
he's a
And so did
satanic
Faye
troller?
Baby, so babies have both. A satanic troller. There you go. Trollers. All right, we out.
Bruh, I saw that.